Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and I'm here with a new playthrough. It has been a while. And why this playthrough? Well, I discovered that Mr. Cabbagehead's Garden, this little game here, is back on Kickstarter. This is a game by Ludicreations, designed by Todd Sanders. And it's back on Kickstarter. This was hard to get, and now you can get it at the time that I'm filming this. So be quick, because it's a short Kickstarter campaign, but still, if you're interested in to see how it plays, well, you're at the right spot now. So, small disclaimer, I'm playing with the deluxe components and with some expansion stuff. So that means, and you can get those in that Kickstarter, that means I have wooden bees here, I have this bag here. I think you can get it in the deluxe version as well. This little drawback is pretty cool, actually. I think it's really awesome. I am going to play with two of the base game characters. These are the neighbors. So the story is that you're tending your garden, but sometimes you're going on a holiday, but your neighbors, well, they have their idea about your garden, and sometimes they take away some of your vegetables while you're trying to make that awesome garden to win the highest prize in the garden contest. So yeah, that's what you're trying to do. So these two here, and let's say their names, Sally Tomiotis and Horace Savoy Brassica. They're from the base game. Those are the four basic neighbors. But I'm also playing with Callahan O'Corncob and the widow Leafy Greens. And they will each, if they come and mess up your garden, they will each have a way to mess up. It's written on the back. We'll see that when it happens. So other parts of the setup is every neighbor has 6 of their tokens in this small baggie here. And we get 3 bees in our supply, 3 bees on the beehive. We also have, I think this is the judge of the contest, Eudora Brassica, the president of the garden club. She will tell you how well you did at the end of the game. She's going to give out the ribbons. And I'm playing with this small expansion, which is the Romancing Eudora expansion. And it also tells us how we can use this. And for that, we have in this deck of cards, so we have all the vegetables in here, and you will see which vegetables there are. We have normally 15 cards, shuffled of course, and then after 15 cards, and I think I didn't put them like this. Yeah, you have every 15 cards you have an on holiday card. But now we have a 16 card because there is a flower or a rose card in those piles as well. So actually we have 16 cards, and I will explain to you what happens when we draw one of those rose cards as well. We have some overview cards here that will tell us how the game is structured, so that's easy for me to remember. So this is the 1-player version, because you can also play it 2 players, but I'm of course going to play it solo. And there are some more ways to score points. These merits, the awards that you can get, and they're explained on these 2 cards. So that's also some way to try and score the points. I will tell you if I'm going to try to achieve one of these. So yeah, but without further ado, let's see what we can do. I'm just going to explain the game while playing. So yeah. There we go. This also is a playmat. I'm not sure if this is in the deluxe version that you can get on Kickstarter. Otherwise, you can just play it on your table without this playmat. It's just the grid. So you're going to play in a grid of 6x3. And yeah, that's about it. So let's just start playing, folks. Let's try to make our beautiful garden. And let's hope our 4 neighbors don't mess it up too much. So what happens in your turn is you draw the top 3 cards of the deck. And these are, of course, vegetables. And in this case, we have beans, carrots, and peppers. Now, let's take one of these cards and show you what's on these cards. So these are all different, of course. So we have, of course, the vegetable. In this case, beans. We have 4 numbers here. This is the card number. This might influence certain things. You will see, depending on the neighbors or after we pick one of these 3 cards. Then we have the points it will score at the end of the game if it is at least adjacent to one of the same type. So beans will score 6 points for each card, but if they're all alone, they score nothing. This number in red, that's how many beans there are in the deck. So there are 5 beans out there. Okay, and this, I will explain this very soon. This determines how many tokens we will draw from the neighbors, and at the end of a season, we will know which neighbor will, well, visit our garden while we are on holiday. Okay, so now we can take one of these cards. There are some rules, of course. The left card here we can take, but we'll have to pay one of our bees and put it back into the hive. If we take the middle card, we can just grab it for free and place it. If we want to take the right card, we take a bee from the hive and put it in our supply. So that's pretty cool. And one of the things to score bonus points is at the end of the game, if we have all 6 bees in our supply, we score 6 bonus points. So that might be something that we want to keep in mind. If we don't have any bees, we cannot take the left card. If there are no bees in the hive, we cannot take the right card. So also that might be important to maybe always have something in both of these places. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, first of all, the highest scoring card is the beans. So maybe it is interesting to also already grab one of those beans. Maybe. And I think, why not? So why not do that? And let's go for the points first. So we will pay our first bee, and we're going to place this card in our grid. Now we don't have any clue what we will be doing. I might already start thinking about one of the merits, and one of the merits is to have the same kind of vegetable in each of the corners. It's worth 12 points at the end of the game. We can do an avenue, which means we have both exterior columns having 3 of the same kind, but both different kinds. We can, let's see, have the promenade, which, by the way, the avenue is worth 14 points. We can do the promenade, which means if we have 2 of the same here, here, and here, all different ones, or at least 3 pairs. I think they may be the same ones as well, but 3 pairs like this, or 3 pairs like this. On our grid, we score 14 points. And then the last one, but definitely not the least one. Oh, no, not the last one. I'm sorry, I was too quick. We can have the Monopoly, which is worth 8 points if we have at least 5 vegetables of the same type in our garden. And if they're all adjacent to each other or connected to each other, we earn 2 more points. I already taught you about the bee's knees when all the bees are in our supply for 6 points. And then we have the mixed plot, which is worth 30 points, but it messes up a lot of other things. Possibly, probably, because we want to have every row to have exactly 3 different types of vegetables, and each type of vegetable is only available, present in 1 row. So that's a pretty difficult one to get, but it's worth 30 points. And then we have the bounty. That means that we have 1 row where there are 6 different vegetables, and that's worth 12 points. So that's the things that we can do. At this moment, I have no clue what we can do, but maybe I want to start with a corner, or maybe not. So I think not yet. So let's go for here. Let's go put it right over here, or do I want to put it in the middle? No, I'm going to put the beans there. I don't know. We'll see. Now, we've taken a card. Now we have 2 cards left, and what we are going to look at now is the highest number. So the highest number in the fence part here, the black one, the white number in black, of course. The highest number card, we look at this number here, and that's how many tokens we will draw from the bag here. And depending on which one we draw, we just put it on the neighbor of that type. And at the end of 5 rounds, we will have a bunch of tokens lying on the neighbors, and the neighbor with the most tokens on it will activate. If there's a tie for most, they will start talking to each other and don't mess up the garden. So the one that is not tied with the most tokens will mess the garden up. if they're all tied for some reason, then nobody will come. So that's a perfect situation. So there we go. We have one of the Widow, leafy greens. So at this moment, she will activate. I will talk about that later. Way too early to know what's going to happen. So we discard the 2 cards and we do this again. There we go. 3 more cards. We have a rutabaga, a lettuce, and a pepper. So we already had 1 pepper, so there are only 5 left in the deck, so we can always see how many there still are. The rutabaga is worth most points, but it's again on the left, so that's not good. Lettuce is worth 5 points, which is not too shabby. Honestly, it's as much as the rutabaga. So I think I might just go for that one. So let's just take the lettuce card. It's free. It doesn't give me a B either, but it doesn't cost me a B. So again, I have to decide where to place the lettuce. And yeah, where will I place this? Will I just put it, let's go here again, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I still have to keep these in mind, but we'll do that soon enough. So highest number card is the rutabaga. It has a number 2 here. That means we'll have to draw 2 tokens from the bag. There we go. 1. Another one of the Widow. And 2. Oh, now we have Horus. So this means so far the Widow will activate. Let's play one more turn and then we're going to see what this can do and really keep that in mind. So we have the flower. Okay, so this is not from the base game, so this is a special one. This is Romancing Eudora. And what this does is when we draw one of these, we immediately are allowed to place it somewhere in our garden, but we place it like this, and it overlaps 2 vegetables. Now, we cannot do this, so what happens is this will just get discarded. So this doesn't happen this time, but if we were able to put this on 2 vegetables, and it in the same way that the rule says, in this case, place across 2 vegetables whose types do not match and whose point values are both even, then we would be able to place it on those 2 vegetables, and if at the end of the game there are still those 2 vegetables, or at least the correct vegetables underneath it, because maybe they get stolen, but you can place a new one afterwards there, then we will score 5 points, which is quite a bit in this game. So sadly enough, we cannot place it, and we just draw a new one, so that we still get to choose one of these 3. All right, a pumpkin, lettuce, and carrot. Let's see. The pumpkin is most points. We could do the lettuce, because, yeah, well, it is one that we already have. But this Widow, what does she do? Well, she is she believes that Mr. Cabbagehead should not have gone on holiday, especially she's particularly, well, she likes lettuce, pumpkins, and rutabaga, and she will always choose to take the one lettuce, pumpkin, or rutabaga with the highest vegetable number. So she's after that type, and maybe she's going to steal it, which I really don't like, because she will steal this one here. So we could protect the lettuce by, well, what did she like again? Lettuce, pumpkins, and rutabaga. Oh boy, so she's really after a lettuce, which I don't really like. Am I going to gamble? Yeah, let's still try it. So I'm going to get this one here, and I'm already going to pick something that I'm going after. I'm going to go after the award for the promenade, I think. So 3 pairs, and I'm going to place the lettuce right here. So I'm going for lettuce, beans, and something here. Okay, so it doesn't cost me a B. Highest card left is the carrot, and that has a number 1, so we draw another token. So I hope that we still draw 1 Horus, so they're tied and the Widow doesn't activate. But we get a tomato, which is Sally here. So she's in the race for being highest. So we still don't really know what's going to happen. That's difficult to plan now. So let's see. A carrot, a rutabaga, and a radish. Okay, the radish is awesome. There are only 4 in there, worth 7 points. So I might want to go for that because there's still 3 in there. And it feels like it's pretty safe. If tomato or Tommy Otis activates, she will take the lowest numbered or lowest vegetable number 1, which is again a lettuce. I don't like that. Horace will take the highest vegetable number, which would be the radish, if that one activates. And Callahan or Cornhub will always take the highest numbered vegetable that is not the only one of its type. So, oh boy, what do I want to do? So I don't want to lose the lettuce, but I think I'm still going for the points, folks. I'm going for the radish, and let's hope I can keep it. Will I put it here though? I'm not so sure. Let's put it. I'm going to put it here. I'm not going to put it here. All right, so that's pretty cool. Highest number is the rutabaga with 557, so it has a 1. So we draw another token, and this is the, well, we're almost done. I think the next one are the last 3 cards. So this is important. We draw another tomato, so that's the lowest vegetable number. If at this moment they're tied, which would mean that Horace activates and steals the highest numbered one, which is my just acquired radish. Okay, we'll see. Let's draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. And now you can see we get the on holiday card. So we know this is the last one before we activate a neighbor, possibly. Okay, now we have some options, folks. We can go for B number 2, so that they will score definitely if they stay there, because then we have a pair of them, which is pretty interesting. But we still lose our radish, which is possibly 7 points if we get another radish. The carrot will not be stolen if... Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'm going for the beans. Although, if we take the beans and Horace activates, which is not really possible, there's a big chance that nobody activates or... Oh, this might be very interesting. So let's hope for the best, folks. I'm going for the beans. Let's hope we can do this. The beans, and we get a B again. So that's cool. We place the beans here. So again, for our promenade, we already have 2 pairs, if we can keep it. Highest number, 828, is a carrot. It's a 1, so we draw 1 token. So what do we hope for? Well, we hope for either a Horace, so those 3 don't activate. But even better would be a Callahan, because then these are tied, are talking to each other. These would be tied, talking to each other, and nobody activates. All right, so folks, let's see. We hope for a Callahan. There are 6 in there. There's 6 of each, and there are already some gone. So there's a chance. Come on, Callahan. It is a Horace. Okay, so what happens now? We are on holiday. So we just discard this card as well. And what happens when we're on holiday? We go to to the neighbor phase. So first we count the tokens that are revealed, and then we apply the effect of the neighbor with the most tokens that are not tied to each other. So in this case, we activate Callahan. And Callahan, well, he says, Callahan or Corncob looks kindly upon lonely vegetables. He will always take a vegetable card that is the only one of its type in the garden. If there are multiple, then he will take the highest number. So the radish. Callahan, while I'm on vacation, is running away with the radish. He's not that kind. I've got really bad neighbors. Okay, so that's that. That's what happens, and we go to the next season. So again, 3 more cards, and there we have that second radish. I wish I could take that one. All right, interesting. We have more beans, and that might be cool So maybe we can try to combine the promenade that we're trying to get with... Oh... We could try to combine that with the avenue, but then we still need a lot of lettuce. There is still lettuce in there, but I think we already let one go, or didn't we? No, we didn't. Oh man, will we try? Yeah, I think we will. So I think we're going for more beans. Get one bee and place it here. Now, if we are super duper lucky, then we can even go for the Monopoly. 5 of the same type. Okay, that's it. Highest number is 50, the radish, and it will give us 3 tokens. And before I do that, because I forgot one thing, is that every neighbor gets reset. And we just take all these tokens here and we put them back in the bag. And there we go. And now we draw 3 new tokens. Let's shuffle this good. Yeah, we don't draw the same ones. All right, let's see which meddling neighbors come out of the bag this time. Do we have 3 tokens? Oh, I dropped one. Oh, we have 2 Cabbageheads again and another leafy greens, the widow. All right, there we go. Next round, let's go. Beans. Oh, I would love to have more beans. Salsify and pepper. Okay, let's keep going for our tactics, folks. But this time we have to pay a B for the leftmost card. Let's do this and place this here. This is starting to look pretty neat. We can still go for... No, we cannot go for the 4 corners anymore. But we're going for the avenue as well as for the promenade. All right, so that's that. The highest number card is 89, the pepper. I have to draw 1 token. Okay, let's see what we get. All right. By the way, just while we're drawing the token, the artwork is so whimsical, so special. It's super duper cool. All right, a Tommy Autos. So we still don't really know what's going to happen. So let's keep drawing cards. All right, rutabaga, pepper, and carrot. Okay, what will we do here? Maybe we should focus on the carrots and put them here. They're worth not that many points, but there's a lot of them because we already had 4 peppers out there. So there's only 2 left. So if I do want a pepper, then it will be a gamble to get a promenade ready. The rutabaga though, it's worth 5 points, and that might be not too bad. But there's already 3. That's the 3rd one of the 6. So that might still be okay. Yeah, I still might want to try it though. Although the rutabaga or the carrot. Let's go for the rutabaga for now. Let's do it. All right, there we go. A rutabaga. Highest number is 76. Pepper, 2 tokens. Okay, let's see. 1 and 2. Oh boy, they're all close to each other, so I have no clue what's going to happen still. It still can be anything. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, another rutabaga in the middle, another lettuce as well. So, now we have to think. Let's see again. Rutabagas, how many are there? We have 1 here, 2 here. So that's the 4th. So only 2 left. And the lettuce. There's a lot of lettuce still left in the game. Well, a lot, not that much. There are only 5 in there. This is the 3rd one. Oh boy, this is a difficult one. So we could go for this and hope we get the rutabaga in the future, that we can still... Yeah, I think I will. Unless he will steal the rutabaga. Let's go for the rutabaga. Yeah, let's place it here. Now we look at the highest number, 35, which is 1 token. Okay, and I think this is the second to last turn of this season. 1 token, folks, and we get one of these again. Okay, oh boy. So at this moment, we have no clue what's going to happen. The best thing that could happen to us is if we draw 1 more, and we draw 1 more Tommy Autos, then they're all tied, but we have no clue if that's going to happen. A radish, which I kinda gave up on. Alright folks, we have a new flower. So, place across 2 vegetables whose types do not match and whose points value are both odd. I cannot put them anywhere. So I cannot place this. So sadly enough, again, the flower's not helping me at all. More beans. So that might help me for the Monopoly one. And another rutabaga. Okay. Interesting. Sadly enough, they all have 2 card tokens that we will draw. So that might be a pain. So something's going to happen and I have no idea what will happen. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go for... Oh boy. I have no idea what's going to happen with this, so I don't know what to do. Let's go for at least something and take the beans. So we have at least have that 5 points. Yeah, let's do that. So we draw 2 tokens, and oh boy, this is not a good one because I have had no option of really planning. Oops, this is a piece of bag. Planning against the neighbors, and we get. All right, so we get one of these and one of these. So these are tied. So they're talking to each other. They're talking to each other. So this is now the one with the most ones. So Callahan O'Corncob will take, oh, and that's good news, it will take a lonely vegetable, the only type in the garden. And if there's no such vegetable type, he doesn't take anything. Awesome, folks. We dodged that bullet. We don't lose any vegetable this season while we were on holiday. And that is awesome. Okay, so tokens are reset. We have been on holiday. Let's get back to business. A radish, a turnip, and a pepper. Okay, so now I can still try to go for something. Problem is, these are all ones that I didn't have yet. And radishes. Oh, let's go for radishes. Let's see. We have 2. This is the last radish in the game. So if I want to still try to have one row with 6 different ones, then I would have to take it now. Turnips, there are 3 in the game, and we already had... This is the first turnip. Okay, so there are 2 more, so I probably don't need to take that one. The peppers, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last pepper. So I think we cannot do that thing anymore. So what will we do? Take the highest scoring one? Let's go for the turnip. Let's go for the turnip. And let's place it somewhere where we can place it. Just let's place it here in the middle. All right. So highest number is 61. It has a number 3 on it. So we take 3 tokens. Okay. What we get? 1, 2. There's at least 1 Sally Tommy Altus. And we have 1 Callahan. 1 Leafy Greens as well. All right, so it's all pretty tight, so we don't know what's going to happen. A carrot, a rutabaga, and a lettuce. All right, I think I'm definitely going for the lettuce, which also gives me a B. And we place it right over here. Highest number is 53, so that means 1 card, or 1 token to be drawn. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Who is trying to mess up our garden? It is Corn Cob. So for now, Corn Cob, it will steal our turnip, but the season is not over yet. Carrots, a lettuce, and a pumpkin. Let's go for that lettuce, folks. It's free, so that's cool. And this way we have our, well, if we can keep it, we have the avenue. We will score an avenue. That's pretty cool. The highest number is 80. The carrot with number 1, so 1 token. I hope it's Galahad. Let's hope we draw another Corn Cob token. Oh, we do. We do. All right, let's hope he's the highest one, and we try to get 1 more turnip. Oh, a flower again, the last one. Place across 2 vegetables that match types. At least one of those must be on the edge of the plot. Perfect. 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 Let's place it on... here. There we go. This might score us 5 bonus points. That's awesome. Okay. Let's keep drawing. We have a pumpkin, and let's hope a turnip. It's a salsify. Okay. Turnip, salsify. Is it the last salsify? I'm not sure. There are only 3. There's only 3. 1, 2. Yeah, this is the last one. So if I place this, it will never score because they need to be adjacent to at least another one. So this will not score at all. The pumpkins, I think we have 1. How many pumpkins did we get already? 2. And oh, these are the last 2 pumpkins as well. So that's sad. So I'm just going to take the right one and place it somewhere. Why? Well, because it gives me a B, and maybe we can still score the bonus points for having all B's in our supply. Okay, highest pumpkin is 40, is also 1, so 1 token. And the perfect thing would be Mr. Cabbagehead. Although he will steal the salsify, or yeah, I think the salsify, but that's not bad. It scores nothing at all. So, all right, perfect, folks. 4. So now we have some control over this. Oh, this looks good. Oh, a turnip. That might score us 16 points if we place it here or here, because there it would be adjacent, and that would not be alone again. Another one. And another one. So this is the last card, by the way, folks. We're going on holiday after this again. And so we have to choose, but the choice is easy. So we could take the carrot, take that last B, and score 6 bonus points. Or we could take a turnip, making this turnip worth 16 points. These 2 turnips together, 16 points. So let's just do that. Let's take the other one. So we'll take this one. We'll pay 1 here for this card. Place it here. Why? Because now the highest card is the carrot, which will only give us 1 token, which is definitely makes this one the visiting neighbor. So that's cool. So what we will do is we will take 1 token, because it's still in the rules to take that token, but it will not change things. I love being in control. There we go. 1 more widow, leafy greens. And for the last time, we're on vacation, we're on holiday, and Callahan, corn cob, will take a lonely vegetable, and there's only 1, the salsify, or salsify, I have no idea, it looks like salsify, and takes it away. And that, folks, ends the game. So that means we go to end scoring. So let's go to end scoring, folks, and that's the evaluation phase. And in this case, we will score the vegetables. So we will score the beans, and they're worth 6 points each. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 points for the beans, which is awesome. All right, that's already 30 points. Turnips are 16 points. It's 46. 46. 56 plus 20 is 76 points for our vegetables. 76, right? Oh, I should write this down or remember somehow. Let's take something here to keep track. So 76 points already. There we go. Okay, now let's score the flour first. So this is still here, so we get 5 more points. So we're at 81. Then we get the awards of merit. So which ones did we get? We didn't get the 4 corners. We did get the avenue. The first column and the 6th column are occupied by 2 different sets of 3 vegetables. We did that, right? So that's worth 14 points. Woohoo! All right, we did get a promenade. This one here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. As you can see, there can be more adjacent to them. You just need the pairs to be there. So that's worth 14 points. Also important to know, you couldn't do this twice. So if I had a pair here, and a pair here as well, I couldn't score this again. It's or, one of the two. So there we go. So that's one card of merits. Let's take the next one. We have a Monopoly. Oh yes, we did. And we have them adjacent to each other, or connected to each other. So that's worth 8 plus 2 points, 10 more points. Wow, I've never done this good with this card. We didn't get all bees in our supplies. We almost did, but we didn't. And we didn't get the mixed plot. Each row exactly 3 types of vegetables. There's only 2 here. There's 3 here. There's 3 here. But also each type is only available or present in 1 row. Well, we have beans everywhere and lettuce everywhere. And then we have the bounty, 6 vegetables of different types in a single row. Sadly enough, we didn't manage to do that either. But that's pretty okay, because in the end, we score 119 points. So if we take the judge, Eudora Brassica, with us, we turn it around and we're going to see 119 points is... Oh, a red ribbon. Just didn't make it to the blue one. And that means we get the red ribbon and a hearty handshake from Eudora. Just not enough to get the blue ribbon and a rousing hooray. But still, we did pretty well. Now, there's one more thing that can be scored, or minus points. You could play one of the vegetables that you take. You could exchange it with another one. So for example, like this, and you can place it face down underneath Eudora. So you have more stuff to do if you're really not doing well here. But every card underneath Eudora is the compost, and it's worth minus 2 points for each card. So that's it, folks. This is Mr. Cabbagehead's garden. So what can you get? You can get more stuff if you want. There are a bunch. Especially if you take everything, there's a bunch of other neighbors that you can choose to play. They will do other things to mess up your garden. I did not play with the grasshoppers. Grasshoppers will be placed on the board, and they will, well, make some stuff worth less. So I didn't play with that one because I never actually did very well in this game. But in this case, I did pretty well. I'm very happy with this result. And well, again, if you're interested and if you're watching this early enough, this game is on Kickstarter right now. And well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. And of course, if you want to see more on this channel, and if you're not subscribed yet, feel free to push that red subscribe button as well. Thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you all soon. See you in the future. Bye-bye.